I got a Facebook message from a stranger. She was a public school employee in Oklahoma. She was begging for help to get a pedophile out of her school, and it was the same pedophile that had sexually assaulted me and groomed me years prior in Texas. For the first time at 25 years old, I read my TEA document, the only one that I was released, the only one I was entitled to. Verbatim, a segment of this document reads, "To avoid the uncertainty and expense of litigation in this matter, the respondent agrees to the entry of this order surrendering his Texas educator certificate. The board finds that there is satisfactory evidence of responder's conduct that it may take action." There in black and white, I read the TEA's priority. It was not the safety of myself. It was not the safety of other kids in public schools. It was avoiding cost of litigation and uncertainty because his license was not revoked and he was allowed to surrender it. He faced no restrictions in becoming certified in Oklahoma. 2.5-hour drive each way, each day, and he was working with middle school and high school girls again. But you won't find that in their yearbook because he made sure he was not photographed as their coach. His cycle began in 2002. His last victim that I know of graduated last year. When the sexual assault of a child is reported in the real world, interrogating that child before you call the police is considered witness tampering. In a Texas public school, this is called an internal investigation. In the real world, we use phrases like pedophile, sexual assault, statutory rape. In a Texas public school, we call this educator misconduct. We call this improper relationship with a student. In the real world, if an investigator knows the victim of a crime they're investigating, we call this a conflict of interest, and that investigator is often reassigned. But in a Texas public school, a school employee who knows both the accuser and the accused will be assigned to investigate, and they will follow this investigation following the advice of the school's lawyer who was hired to protect the school. I am thankful, Representative Leach, that you are bringing these issues to the floor. But guys, we're trying to kill an elephant with a BB gun. It's not enough. My abuser had been reported for years. For years. The chain of command reporting system failed. It was easier for my principal and superintendent to tell the police that they never heard of any concerns about him than it would have been to explain why they ignored these concerns for 6 years. People tell white lies to save face all the time. If these people had told the truth, their careers and the school's reputation could have been affected. Administrators are just people. They're regular people who are tasked with managing a school like a business. Telling the truth would have been telling on themselves. Telling the truth would have been telling on themselves.